Oh my gosh, so hi guys, welcome back to my channel. First, before we get into the video, I want to say thank you to all of the subscribers, to all of the viewers, to everybody that's been sharing my channel. I am so appreciative. Like, I totally do this just for fun in my free time, but it seems like y'all are liking some of the content that I'm putting out, so I am so appreciative of all of the love, the comments, the shares, and even the subscribers that I'm gaining from doing these videos. Secondly, it's just like, oh my gosh, since we're building a family, go ahead and follow my Instagram. I will put it here. My Instagram is very small because I am building Instagram more so for people that would like to see maybe a different side of me, like my fashion, my hairstyle, my home decor. Like, that's just a place that I want to share that type of content. And if you're interested, you can follow. If not, that's totally fine, but I will share that Instagram once again right here. So the reason I am here today is because I have done a video, touching on the Keesha and Jeremy book, but I am going to do like a whole dedicated video to that. So just go ahead, get cozy, and hopefully you enjoy. So, I can't start a video without telling y'all, back when I was younger, I wanted my own talk show, so thank God for YouTube. And if you're Black, I'm rooting for you too. And we're gonna go ahead and get into the video. So, as I alluded to already, I have already touched on the Keesha and Jeremy book, Cue the Relations. But when I touched on that, I had not read the book. I kind of just heard, some stirrings around YouTube, and I just wanted to give my 2 cents. But someone was so kind enough to leave me a link in that video, and they were like, hey, if you want to, read the book, you can go ahead and do it. So thank you. I don't remember who that was, but thank you so much. I downloaded the book, and as you can see, or maybe you can't see, I've read it, but I downloaded the book for sure. I am so appreciative. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. And we're just going to dive right into the book. This is a really raw review of the book. We're going to dive deeper into the book and maybe hit some of my opinions a little later. So, like I said, the book was actually, I guess you could say, given to me. So I did not have to pay any money for it. It is an ebook. And I think the going price was about $26. It was, I think, $21.99 before pre-sale. And I think it was about $24.99 after the pre-sale. So I think it ended up totaling to like $26. But someone was so kind enough to give me the link, and they left it for me in my last video. And I'm assuming they just wanted me to give a real raw review of the book. Someone told me in my last video, they were like, that's why people were calling it a pamphlet, because she was charging like novel prices for an ebook. And if you could see here, this is going to be the table of contents, and it had 4 chapters. And also, this is kind of what a normal page would look like. So that's what a normal page would look like. It was about 52 pages, and it was edited by her friend Keesha. What I will say about the book itself, it could have been written better, I will say that. But it still got the point across. It wasn't like, terrible, but there were some grammatical errors, but I was a communication and journalism major, so that's why it stuck out to me. It probably wasn't that bad, but to me, there were some grammatical errors, and phrasing was a little sometimes hard for me to understand. I wanted to tell a vivid story, and she told us different points of her life, but I don't know if we got a story, because at some points it felt like one of those Zane sex books, and then at other times it felt like a motivational book, like I know my worth and I learned from this situation. So I was just trying to get a sense of what type of book this was. There was just a lot of rambling, like a lot of fluff, and I will say definitely on Jeremy's part, like he rambled a lot in the book. I didn't like that as somebody who is a communication and journalism major. I have a background in that. That is something that I enjoy doing. So if I go sit down and read a book, I want this story to be immaculate. If this story has been edited, I want it to be Shakespearean. Okay. So that's just what I have to say about the format of the book. But it was, for me, it was a quick read. Maybe. I mean, depending on how fast everybody else reads. It took me about 2.5 hours to read it. I read it one night. I just dedicated my night to, after I was done with everything. And I took from about 11 o'clock to 1:30 to read the book in its entirety. So that's that on the book and the formatting of the book. I was listening to one of Keesha's YouTube videos. I was letting it play as I was getting ready. So I heard her say that she, and I have my notes here, guys, she underestimated the book. So she said that she and Jeremy underestimated how much they would have to be writing. So if you thought that 52 pages was short, Keesha was not even planning on giving us that much. So, girl, we gonna say that that was a gift. It was a gift. So I do have my notes before me, and we're gonna get into the video. And I realized that I was showing y'all parts of the book and my window, which is where I'm getting this immaculate lighting from. It was just a little off. The book was 4 chapters. The first chapter was called The Last Girl. The second chapter was called And Then There Was You. The third chapter was called No Turning Back. The fourth chapter was called It Ends Here. So this is what the table of contents looks like. And like I said earlier, this is what a typical page in the book looked like. So chapter 1, The Last Girl, is basically talking about the last girl that each of them dated. Because if you don't know Keesha was a part of the LGBTQ community. Basically, she did not want to identify as that. And yeah, chapter 2, And Then There Was You, basically talks about how they met, how they rekindled or whatever. And it talks about kind of how Keesha started dating men. Chapter 3, No Turning Back. Basically, they're inseparable. We learn more about their love story. We learn about how they got pregnant, they miscarried. They both intentionally chose to get pregnant again together. And Jeremy cheats. The twins are born prematurely. Then we have chapter 4, It Ends Here, and they talk about their break and trying to repair their relationship and how they conceived Jory and how this pregnancy is also ruined because of Jeremy's infidelity. So I have so many notes and I'm just going to jump in right here. I thought this book was written very prematurely. I was looking for a buildings romance story, and basically, like I said, I'm digging back deep in my communication and language arts. I'm digging back deep. I thought this was going to be like a buildings romance story, which would be like a coming of age story. Like I said, I feel like the book was written prematurely. I was just waiting on a happy ending. Like, I thought this book was going to tell us like about how happy they were. Cue the relations. I just thought something was going to be amazing. So basically what I wrote down is it looks like this book is a cyclical book. It's like Keesha started off in toxic relationships with women, and now she ends in a toxic relationship with a man. Me and my best friend were talking, and basically we came to the conclusion that toxicity knows no gender. And next thing, it seems like Keesha is a little bit of an enabler. That's kind of what I got from the book. What I will say, she gives a lot to a lot of people, and she has like a huge heart. She's always giving. But it seems like she kind of figured out that Jeremy isn't that person that is going to, be a go-getter for the family. So me being an avid watcher, I remember she gave Jeremy her second channel. And I checked, this channel has 16.5 followers to this day, and Jeremy hasn't posted on it in 2 years. So I just feel like she's an enabler, because now we look at the channel that she has with 500,000 subscribers, and she's saying that it's Keesha and Jeremy. And Jeremy does not contribute nearly as much as Keesha does to this channel. Like, let's be real. And I just think that is so unfair to her that she would give him her channel with 16.5 subscribers, because I think she was trying to do like a content channel and vlog channel at one point, but then she ended up just giving Jeremy the second channel. So I just think that is so unfair, and it's just so ungrateful for him to do nothing with that channel, especially like I think she gave it to him to do his whole studio thing, but he won't even give us clips. But if he won't even give us clips for the vlog, I do not foresee how he could maintain a YouTube channel on his own. So moving right along, I am so happy that they are not rushing into marriage because of this. Like reading the book, I think they do have a lot of work to do, and I think it would be easier if they decide not to make it work. Well, I don't think, I know that it will be easier if they don't make it work, to just go their separate ways without having a marriage. Keesha also is only about 4 weeks postpartum, so I feel like she's still in a hormonal state. She's emotional, and she may not have totally assessed the totality of this freaking situation. Y'all, I'm just reading my takeaways. I was writing while I was reading this book. So I'm just, for example, what happens if bonus baby's mom wants child support? Jeremy doesn't visibly work, and like I said, I don't think he contributes equally to the relationship. So if they're married and he's ordered to pay child support, where is that money going to come from? And he doesn't seem like he is pressed to be like a money maker, to be like a boss. Like everything seems like it's Keesha's venture, and she kind of adds Jeremy to it. And I also think, like, when I was reading the book, like, I feel like some of the separations or breakups were a little bit exaggerated in the book, just because I was an avid watcher, and it just seemed like after she had the twins, you know, she was talking about this forever home, forever home, forever home, and that's why they moved into the apartment, and then his name was added to the channel, and it just doesn't seem authentic to me that you would be doing all of that with a person that you are kind of, you know, you're not so sure. There is some uncertainty in the air about whether I'm going to stick it out with him or not. So I'm just saying that's the stuff that I got from the book. I don't know if it was truly authentic, but I am commending them for not being married for whatever reason it is. I don't think that any person should rush to marry, because it's not going to fix or mend the situation. I don't think that Keesha has had enough time to process what is going to happen with Jeremy having a child on the outside. So I just feel like they should not have written this book yet. Like, I feel like it would have been better for her to write this book alone if they decided to go their separate ways, or if they actually got married. I feel like that would have been a better time for the book to be released. But, you know, that is just my opinion and my perspective. I would have loved to see a true BeauDees romance story, a coming of age story. Like, oh my goodness, we went through all of this and we overcame it by the strength of God. Because I'm just saying, if it was me, it would have to be the strength of God. Like, we overcame it by the strength of God and have this going on. Or, oh my goodness, I was in another relationship. It didn't quite pan out the way that I thought it would have or should have. But look at me. I separated. My girls are good. I'm good. We all are going to be all right with or without him as my man. And I'm not saying take him away from his kids, but without him as my man. So that is pretty much what I took from the book as I read it. It was, like I said, it was a premature act of airing out their business for whatever reason. And maybe it could be because of Jeremy's sister, Shanita. She does get the tea, and she has a YouTube, and with free speech, she's able to say what she wants to say on her YouTube channel. And she did kind of, you know, blow the whistle on there being another baby fathered by Jeremy that wasn't exactly Keesha's. So, guys, tell me what y'all think about this. What did y'all think about the book? What did y'all get from the book? And I'm saying that because, yeah, it was about their relationship, but I guess I'm not really asking what do you think about their relationship. I also was very delicate, like I said, because I don't know that her feelings are necessarily invalid at this moment, because when you're pregnant, hormones, emotions, you aren't going to make the most sane decision. You're going to put that baby first and you're like, oh my goodness, I need him here during this time. But you know, people start coming to their senses a little bit later. And I have been in a similar situation. I mean, I don't have any kids or anything, but I've been in a similar situation when a baby comes and it's kind of like, even if you weren't the one that were pregnant, you kind of think, oh, we can make this work because I love him. But I watch a lot of divorce court and I've learned love is not enough. It is not always enough. Love is literally one of the, you know, that is just a prerequisite to be in a relationship. Like, you're supposed to love the person. Like, but that's with any relationship. And when you love somebody, you respect them, you're honest with them, you trust them. You know what I'm saying? So I heard Keesha say that she loves Jeremy, but love does not sustain relationships, honey. It doesn't. So once again, let me know what you think about the book. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.